Senator Brown and Senator Bunting continue to call the name of the Right Honorable Edward Seaga. That provision was put here because of the illegal, corrupt 1976 state of emergency.
This is another MyView TV exclusive. Please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple me.
Wagwan, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. Remember me always tell me say you have good cop, bad cop and corrupt cop. Yes man. I mean I left no stone unturned. Anything the police them do, me I come tell you no. Just like earlier to them, me tell you say them out and run and a march and I make one bag of nice. Listen, this I want to know about this police. A Clarendon parish judge yesterday ordered mediation into assault case against a police detective. Detective Constable Omar Davey, as I was supposed to know him, was placed before the Maypen Parish Court to answer to charges of assault, occasionally actually body harm. Davey was charged after an investigation by the Independent Commission of Investigation on the Authority, INDICOM, and the ruling of the Office of Director of Public Prosecution in relation to the March 24, 2014 assault of a man at a bar. Yes, people, in a mock of Clarendon. Them time them never had a read in the news. Some of them from the hear about it. So see me I'm telling you now, the complainant was reportedly questioned and searched by Davey, and is alleged that the complainant was subsequently it. Mr. David Kiman writing I'm out to see people, and when I man take them drop out. And guess what? Medical attention was sought for the injury the man sustained. Parish Judge Dale Staple heard the allegation yesterday and referred the matter to Cooperative Justice Center for mediation. The parties agree the cop is to return to court on January 31st, 2020. And don't need to worry people, ball to ball commentary, you not get pan this ends. Me I go follow this case here, I bet you know what's the outcome. And speaking of the outcome, we are step over St. Catherine right now. Clansman, Wandan, trial update. Yes, ball to ball commentary now, sir. Ball to ball commentary now again. And hold on there. One of the phone admitted in evidence now. Okay?
The police witness outlined how he, along with the prosecution's main witness, collected a Ruger 9mm pistol and ammunition from 2 of the 33 defendants on trial. Early in the trial, the former Don-turned-state witness told the court that he handed over 2 guns belonging to the criminal network to the police. The court had also heard that he was given the firearm to get it repaired. The cop told the court that the witness had introduced him to the defendants as his uncle. He said one of the defendants greeted him with a fist bump before handing the witness a black scandal bag containing the weapon. He disclosed that about 3 minutes later, another man appeared with a plastic bottle and gave it to the witness. During his testimony earlier this month, the witness testified that the bottle contained cornmeal and ammunition.
Prosecution questioning of one police witness, a SEH inspector who appeared in person, continued in court today during the Klansman gang trial. This was the police who went undercover posing as the second witness's uncle. Earlier in the trial, the second witness shared how he worked with the undercover inspector to acquire guns. On Thursday, the police witness provided his perspective. After 5 p.m. on March 31, 2019, he got a call from the second witness to meet at a specific location in Lake Spence, St. Catherine. He was accompanied by 2 other SEH officers. He then went into the white Axio the second witness arrived in and drove to Jones Avenue. Similar to the previous witness's testimony, 2 gang members walked over to the passenger side of the vehicle, one handing over a 9mm pistol in a plastic bag. The second gangster handed over ammunition in a bottle. If the second witness's testimony is to be believed, it was defendant Royal Taylor who handed over the pistol in a scandal bag and defendant Joseph McDermott who handed over the ammunition. The prosecution asked the police witness if he saw the face of who handed him the pistol. Referring to his highly detailed notes, he said he saw him on 2 other occasions, the first being an operation in Twickenham on June 25, 2019, where defendant Kemar Morrison was taken into custody, and another time in Tamron Farm on July 12, 2019. The police witness did not identify the gangsters in court. He also explained to the court how he handed over a malfunctioning rifle used by alleged gang members. It was wrapped in a sheet and handed over to a fellow SEH officer. The prosecution tried to submit 2 phones used by the inspector to secretly record conversations between gang members into evidence. One was marked for identification since the inspector was unable to identify the IMEI number of the first phone. An IMEI number is a unique identification or serial number used to identify a phone. The other phone of a Nino was handed to the witness in a sealed bag and confirmed to be the phone used to record conversation.
That's what I go on for what I go on. And all of the people come still left on yesterday topic. Listen this one and now. Senate President Tavares Finson. Them get him cross and grab misery yesterday. And me I go tell no why. Him called for constitutional amendment and accused the PNP of placing the country in danger following the PNP decision to shut down the SOE. People couldn't hear everything, so we just take out a little part of it and we want to know if you listen and listen keenly and tell me if what I say make any sense or I just political strike them a look, because we need to take politics out of our thinking.
Address the members of the Senate, and in fact, as the President of the Senate, in whom a degree of responsibility has been vested, I do not, of course, participate in the debate. It does not, however, mean that I cannot voice a view and call the attention of the people of Jamaica from every quarter, from the university, from the communities, various communities across Jamaica, from the Bar Association, members of the legal fraternity. I wish to bring to your attention, all of Jamaica, the need to revisit a provision which allows for two members of the lower house, Member Golden and Member Cousins, two members of the lower house, neither of whom come from the parishes of St. James, Westmoreland, or Hanover, which is the epicenter of the problem that we face today. So two members of the lower house voted against these resolutions. Two. Senator Samuda, would you allow me? Two members of the lower house voted against the state of emergency, and as a consequence of a particular provision in our constitution, the matter came to the Senate and required one vote. In the upshot, 3 unelected members of this House have voted against this resolution. No account has been taken of the elected representatives from Hanover, St. James, and Westmoreland, all of whom supported the state of emergency. Where is that an expression of democracy? 3 unelected, 3, not even 8 of them, 3 unelected members of this Senate have put the security of this nation on a knife's edge. So I ask every member of this country, every citizen of this country, and those who reside beyond our shores, you tell me, there are 63 members of parliament. 2 of them, neither of whom, I think one of them represents an area under the state of emergency. 2 members of the lower house voted against this resolution. 2! And 3 unelected members. Senator Crawford, who is the only one who has remained here, Senator Bunting, and Senator Morris. None of them who have anything to do with the parishes and the divisions where crime is making our citizens' life a nightmare. So, the clerk is looking at me and telling me perhaps not to say it. But let me tell you something. This country needs to revisit this provision because it flies in the face of everything that is sensible. And for those of you who don't know why this provision is here and why it is